Qué emocionante es estar un año más aquí en el área de prensa haciendo las entrevistas en esta 7ª edición del México Metal Fest y vamos a iniciar con una banda que viene desde Los Ángeles, California. Ellos son Thrown into Exile. Welcome, guys. It's going to be interesting because we're going to do Spanglish, English, a bit more Spanish, so it's going to be crazy.
Feels like we're back in Los Angeles.
Yeah. So first of all, welcome to the festival. I know it's not your first time playing Mexico because I saw a flyer that you were in Tijuana, like.
Yeah, we did Tijuana back in March, actually opening for Mayhem and at the Black Box.
Crazy, right?
Dude, like that's like like one of my early introductions to black metal to open for like a legendary band as Mayhem, and that was also like Evan's first show back with us into the fold. So it's like full circle moment, because Evan and I having our long history together, growing up, listening to Mayhem, so like all the guys together, I'm like, holy shit, this is sick.
That's cool. Actually, that's what I wanted to ask. A bit of a speed run of your history, because I know you've been for a while a band, but you were out of the band for a few moments, and then you came back, right?
Yeah, I was the original singer. Back, we started in like 2011, and then by 2013 we went on the Mayhem Festival. Shortly after that, I left the band, and I just recently joined back in March of this year.
That's cool. For example, you mentioned the huge tours that you made back in the day. Please tell us a bit about those.
Well, that was actually our first tour ever. That was like, we got spoiled rotten. We're very fortunate for the opportunity, but it's, it wasn't every day that your first tour was with Machine Head, Amon Amarth, Children of Bodom, like Rob Zombie, Mastodon.
You're playing back with Mastodon.
You're looking at all these bands, like, we grew up having all of these guys on our wall, like, idolizing. You're like, holy shit. Especially for me, I mean, it's no secret. Like, I'm a massive Machine Head fan. Like, if it wasn't for Machine Head, probably Throwing Eggs, I wouldn't exist to that extent. Those are like one of the pillars of the influence of this band.
That's so cool. That's so cool. And actually, I can imagine like growing up in the Los Angeles scene with a lot of metal bands and a lot of music industry going through everywhere. How is it that feel of growing up in that environment?
I mean, so Javi and I were both, like Los Angeles natives. Like we, grew up in LA. For me, like I got involved with all this just literally like 14, 15 as a fanboy, waiting outside of shows, trying to just meet, my heroes. I would sneak in backstage, just trying to meet these guys. And it became a thing where I started developing a relationship with their crew, the techs, and the bands themselves, to the point they're like, you shouldn't be back here. You're too young for this shit. Tell you what, here's a sticky. Go get your photo and your autograph and get out.
Get out.
And we'll see you the next time. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, yes.
I can imagine it's really different now playing at the festival and you're actually allowed to be in the backstage and hanging with the bands, right?
100%. And as you were saying before, I actually grew up in Ohio. I moved out to California, Southern California, in 2004 to pursue music, and so here I am all these years later,
It's very, very cool. Guys, there's a bit of the music industry side that a lot of the people doesn't know. So can you tell us what's your relationship or your insight about labels? Do you have a label? Do you want to be independent all the way? What's going on?
Oh boy, that's a loaded question. Look, I know a lot of people are like, oh, the label's the enemy and this and that, or yeah, like, oh, well, we're gonna give our rights. So I'm like, there's another side point as well where a label can also do so much for your band, but it also comes down to having the right team behind you. It's not just having the right label, having the right manager behind you, having the right booking agent to put your name forward towards these other packages that are coming about. And then you have, again, going back to having the right manager that's going to go out and kick ass and take names for you. But at the end of the day, it all boils down to the band. If you don't have the songs and you don't have the show, the presentation, you can only do so much. And I think it's, in this day and age, I think it's a machine that everyone benefits from, because you need everything in order to make it work. Don't get me wrong. There is, bands that have overnight success on social media or just going viral on TikTok, but those are few and very far in between. So I think it's just, practicing the right source of alchemy and just again, just conjuring the right scenario for your band and what works for your band and your team around you.
That's very cool. I can hear and I can feel that you actually know your band and you know what you're going on. And we can see that also as the audience with your latest single, You've Fallen So Far. I can imagine like the huge teamwork that it was to create that song and that video. Because the video, you're looking dead in the eye to the monster. So that's so cool. How was that experience?
It was a lot of fun. We had a really good team behind that video. Vicente was our director, and we had this girl, Missy. She owns like a custom like fabrication. She does a lot of prosthetics and stuff like that. So we had a good team on set with us to pull off all that, and it was a lot of fun.
Actually, about the production, do you produce the music yourselves? Do you have a team that makes that?
As far as on the producer and production side, we work with Jeremy Cole, who's also based out in Los Angeles, Burbank area. But the songwriting wise, on this song in particular, it's actually the first time like Javi and I wrote together, where the intro riff from that song was all Javi, and he brought that to the table, and I was like, holy shit, we got to use this, and along with Tom, it's like, hey, let's tweak this, let's tweak that, and make it work. So we kind of found all four of ourselves like, okay, so we can connect the dots, do this, do that, and then make it work. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to writing from us, it's not about like, oh, let's all have our, let me have my moment and look fucking awesome. Like, no, it's not about playing who has the
teamwork, right?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to play who has the biggest swinging dick in the yard. It's about making the song work, because it really.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, look, one thing I use as an example. I look at the first four Danzig records, and then like the magic that was in there. Like when the riffs need to be driving, they're driving, and they could still be driving, but the vocalist was going to drive it home. So it's always about just writing the right stuff for Evan, the vocalist, to write the hook, write the lyrics, and make it work, and that way it sticks with you.
That's cool. That's very, very cool. This song is going to be part of an album. Are you sticking with a single strategy? Because it's like it's getting almost like a standard, right?
I think for us right now, we're going to move forward, at least just doing singles for now, because the way I look at it, again, this is on being rooted and like being self-aware as a band. We're still relatively very small band, and when you have a world that's like literally flooded with bands after bands after bands, if you're a small independent band, I think it's just wiser for us to release singles, because then you make a big event out of every song and push the shit out of it. Because if you release a record on your own, 2 or 3 songs are going to get the attention, and then the rest of the record's going to go there. And then you can see that data on your streaming numbers, and then, and eventually someone's like, well, your streaming numbers aren't that great. Well, no shit, because we're a small
band. We're releasing
a
lot of fucking songs. Yeah, I know, and I get that you guys are very aware. That's very cool as a band to be very aware that you're actually doing very awesome. Because it's not only that you're releasing songs and playing in the US, you're also going out to these kind of festivals, and I think it's the perfect opportunity to get in front of the people. So. How did you receive the heat and the warmth from the Mexican crowd today?
Mexico always brings the heat. Funny enough, like, it's actually a cool moment. So Javi and I came to, we played Mexico Metal Fest 2019, and he came, he was on the same flight as us, and he was just a friend of the band. So then we had a moment last night that, like, I'll let you take it.
Oh, man.
Tell the story.
No, because we were in the van, we were getting transport to our hotels, and I was just like, yo, like I started as a crowd goer here, and like Mario said, a friend of the band, and I'm all like this. It was kind of like a full circle moment, and it's like, dude, like I came here as a crowd goer, had fun with you guys, and now I'm playing the festival, and I'm in the band on stage on one of the main stages. So that was like a big surreal and like grateful moment that like I'm never gonna forget, like not only what I said last night and like what just transpired on stage right now. So I'm never that's gonna stick with me for life.
Damn, that's a very good story. Guys are very, very I wish that this band goes way all to the top, because I want to see you guys on the main stage, but I know at 8, 9, 10 in the night, because I actually enjoyed a lot of the band when I listened to it on Spotify, and when I saw the video, yeah, my mind was blown. So guys, really, I wish you all the success in the world, and thanks for being here at the Mexico Metal Fest.
You heard it from him, so we got to work our asses off, because we get another main stage slots, you get full production, and you get a badass drum kit.
Are you guys going to bring another guy from the crowd to be in the band as well? The same that happened to you? Let's make it a 5-piece.
Oh, it is a 5-piece. Funny enough, our lead guitar player is in the crowd. He's watching Aboard It as we speak.
Okay. Nice. So, guys, thank you so much for being here. Let's enjoy. Any bands that you want to catch today also in the lineup?
Oh, Mastodon, Gojira for sure.
I'm trying to catch Obscura and
Ooh, that's going to be nice. They're closing the other
I
stage.
think they're tomorrow, but yeah.
No, it's going to be awesome.
I'm really trying to
it's going to be awesome. You here?
Tonight, Gojira, Triptychon, because I love Tom G. Warrior, Boknagar, and our boys in Night Demon.
Amazing.
Killswitch Engage. Never seen them live, and first time here. Emperor. Who else? Night Demon, of course, our homies, and Septic Flesh for sure.
Cool.
Septic
Ooh, that's
Flesh.
gonna be awesome.
And I
Tomorrow,
saw
it's gonna be awesome.
I saw they're bringing in a full orchestra. For that, so
yeah, it's gonna be
that's
sick.
That's gonna be tight.
So, guys, we just played a show, and let's now have some fucking fun. Is that okay with you guys?
Sounds good to me, man.
Thank you for being here.
Muchas gracias.
Y así empezamos esta ronda de entrevistas en la 7ª edición del México Metal Fest.